Welcome to another edition of Car Thoughts. On this edition of Car Thoughts, we are going to talk about Deedism, Nintendo, and consumerism. Yeah, fun topics. As I travel from here to there. So, on this edition, we're trying out a little bit of a new piece of tech, new earbud. Seeing how it sounds. So Nintendo is not one of my favorite companies to work with. They are not as family friendly as they like to make themselves seem like. They are very, very, very quick to take the fun away. But we'll get to more of that a little bit later on. Or perhaps in another video. But what we are kind of talking about, if you've never heard of the concept of Deedism. Deedism, for those of you who don't know, is the idea that you always have to have the latest and greatest. The newest and the best. And Nintendo has gotten this idea in their head of pushing this concept. Now, if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is go back a couple of generations in the consoles. And this specifically shows it. So, you can go back to the N64 era, and I can understand that was, it was good that they moved away from the N64. They had to. Graphics, it was, When they moved to the GameCube, everybody was going to CDs. But what did they do? They went to mini discs. Why? Because they had to do their own thing. They couldn't cooperate with everybody else. Okay, fine, cool, whatever. So everybody had to get their mini discs. Yeah, the system was okay. I mean, comparable with everybody else, it was all right. Then came the Wii. Well, the Wii was great. Everybody loved the Wii. Well, we can't forget the DS. And then the various other DS systems that you had to get. DS XL, the DS Lite, and all the various others. And you had to get those. Oh, don't forget the special DSs. I mean, how many DSs are out there? Oh, now let's not forget the 3DS and then the 2DS. For those who could not afford a 3DS or did not like the 3DS. Oh, and don't forget the special editions of the 3DS. Or the 3DSs with built-in games. Or the 2DSs with built-in games. And then they're like, oh yeah, oh wait, you like your Wii? Well, we got a Wii U. It's the Wii, but better. It comes with a controller. And then they announce the Switch. Gotta get a Switch. It's better than the Wii U. Because we're gonna force the Wii U to close. But we're gonna support the 3DS for a long time yet to come. So don't worry about those that like your 3DSs. And your DS, your 2DS. those are going to keep going for a long time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about those Wii U fans and the Wii fans. We got your back. Oh, no, we don't. Nope. You got to go out and buy a Switch. You have to buy a Switch. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to keep buying. Well, nothing really wrong about keep buying, except now you have special editions of Switches. Now you got Switches with skins, and you got special remotes, and oh no, you got Pro editions, and you got ones with extra features, only released by Nintendo, and again, all the latest and greatest. And they want you to keep buying and spending. And, I mean, consumerism at its best. You know, they don't make money unless you're spending and buying. Which, hey, nothing wrong with consumerism. I do not condone consumerism. Hey, your money, spend it your way. Shoot, I work in retail. Go for it. I mean, I am not condoning consumerism. That's a perfectly fine thing. Spend your money. Go for it. It's good. You know. What I condone is this idea that what is old is bad. I thought the Wii and the Wii U were great systems. Nintendo had other views. I don't know if this was a cultural thing, that they felt that because of perhaps they were past their time. I mean, they were only around for a short period of time, relatively speaking, that perhaps it was time to move on. But the thing is, as soon as a system is starting to be developed, they're already developing the next system upon its immediate release. Yeah. So as soon as the Switch was released, they were working on the Switch 2. Yeah. That quick. They didn't know if the sales were going to be good. They didn't know if people were going to like it. But they were already looking towards the future. And they already wanted you to buy the Switch 2. Now, the worry that I have about Nintendo and the Switch is with their history of abandoning ship, is that they're going to say in a year or two, hey, all you with the Switch, all those games you got, all those servers you have for Switch, we're going to shut them down. As soon as they release the Switch 2. Because that's what they did with the Wii and the 3DS. They gave a couple of years and they're like, we don't want to deal with it. But what they didn't do is allow for anybody to set up private servers. And it's unfortunate because, like, there's no reason that they couldn't. But Nintendo doesn't play that way. Nintendo says that they're all about family fun and looking out for the best interest of their customers, but yet they really like to take their toys and run with them if you don't play their way. And it's their way or a bunch of legal red tape and legal issues. So, yeah. It's really unfortunate, but Nintendo just doesn't really care about their older systems. And in fact, Nintendo doesn't really care about its older games or people who like their older games. But that's a video for a whole nother time, which I will be covering. I just need to dig deeper into that one. What we really need to look at here is that Nintendo is just this company that wants you to buy its latest and greatest. They don't want to be bothered with their past. They're only looking at their future. And they want you to only be looking at their future. They're a company that is looking at tomorrow, not yesterday. And they don't really want anybody to look back. And those of us, like myself, I'm a retro gamer. I love playing older games. I really do. When companies like to release some of the older games, I tend to grab them because I find older games a lot of fun. Brings back my childhood. But I think Nintendo looks back at those and cringes, like, I can't believe we released that. I can't believe. And they try to alter those games. They try to censor those games. Or they won't release them at all. But again, that's going to be a topic for a whole different drive. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Nintendo is just one of those companies that just really doesn't care about, you know, their older systems because, like, hey, it was released, it's had its time. You know, hey, this is now, this is new, this is the it thing. You know, why waste our time? Or is this a, hey, you know, we have something new, this is what you should be paying attention to. You know, like the president of Nintendo America said, he wishes he could set a self-destruct thing inside all old generation consoles that upon a certain date they could just go pop and everybody has to get the newest consoles. He actually said that. I believe it was him that said it because he didn't want to deal with the older hardware. Because he wanted he wants everybody to get the new hardware. You know, that's just the way it is, I guess, at Nintendo. But hey, thanks for riding along as I traveled from here to there. Remember that you are appreciated and loved. And leave a like and a comment below. And remember, thanks as always. Bye.